Hi, this is Pastor Stephen Browers from Emmanuel Lutheran Church with this week's devotion, and it comes from Psalm 46. It's verse 10. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. So above our sink, looking into our backyard, my wife bought just a $5 portrait or picture, and it has this verse on it: be still and know that I am God. And I've gotten much better at washing my hands since the pandemic, so I wash it for quite a lot longer than normal. And as I'm sitting there and I'm washing my hands, taking my time and standing there, I often read this. And it just reminds me of so many things I wanted to share with you this week that I hope is helpful to you. First of all, I'm always going. I'm always doing something. Even if I'm walking across the street, sometimes I'll turn on an Audible book and listen to a minute of it. I'm always thinking of something or doing something. And when I'm standing there, it just reminds me to stop. The verse or the scripture, it really, that be still, it could be translated enough. Like, stop, it just take a moment. Take a break, take a stop, and remember that God is in control. Remember that God, He is at work. So you don't always have to be. You can take a break. Enough. Sometimes we feel like we have the weight of the world on our shoulders, and we actually try to fix everything. We have the weight of the world on our shoulders, and we think we can, fix it all, but we can't. God can, and it might take some time. So be still, just enough. Stop and let Him do His work, because it's such a blessing to know that God is always at work. He can call you to work with Him. But remember, even when you are tired and you are resting, He is still working on those biggest of problems. Another nice thing to think about when I look at that is to thank God for what He's given me, to thank God for what He's given you this week is what I want to encourage you to do. Just to remember that all the stressful things you have, there are so many other things that God has already provided. I don't know if you've ever noticed this, but I can think throughout my life about, there's this time I just wanted to graduate high school, But then once that was done, then I just added something else. Then I needed to, graduate college, or then I needed to find my future bride. And then we just needed to do this. And then we just needed to find a job. And then we just needed to have a baby. And then, I always add something. I never take, or very seldom do I take the time to look back and say, what has God done for me over my lifetime? I'm always looking ahead to say, here's the next thing I need. Here's the next thing I need. But just stop and think, wow, God really came through for me back then. And look, He gave me this beautiful baby. And look, He gave me this beautiful wife. And look, He gave me this beautiful vehicle. And look, He gave me this great job. And He healed me that time when I prayed. And He took care of my think of all the things He's done, instead of always looking forward and striving for something new to stress yourself out. Why not sit back and think, wow, remember when I used to be so worried about that? Well, that's taken care of. Just be still and know that I am God, He says. Look at what I've done for you already, and that can give us peace to know that He's going to come through for us again. I don't know what it is that you might be struggling this week with, but I know that God is at work on it. I know that He is taking care of you. I know that He loves you. And I know that even though it's good to work hard, sometimes it's good to just take a break, take a rest, to hear God say, enough. Be still. Recognize all that God has already done for you. And recognize that even when you take a break, He is still at work, working on those things that are so important to you and to Him. Look forward to seeing you at church, 8:30 contemporary, 10:30 traditional, or of course we encourage you to watch online on Facebook Live. And we have the Bible study that's been posted from this morning on Romans chapter 3. Let me know if you're interested in being a part of the Alpha online course that'll start at the end of September on Tuesday, September 29th. I think we're starting them at 7:30, but that will be a great online opportunity to learn more about faith as well. I pray that you have a wonderful week, and remember to be still and remember who God is and what he's doing for you. God bless you.